Shravadi. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to my channel English and More, and I am Shweta Roy, your English teacher, and today I have come up with some last minute revision tips and tricks which would help you to come out with flying colors in your English exam, which is right there round the corner. Right, so how is your preparation going? Quickly let me know in the comment section. How are you feeling and how is the Josh, guys? Are you all set for giving your first term 2 exam, that is English? Ready? Okay, so guys, CBSE Grade 10 board exam has just approached, and now it is time to pull up your socks and appear for your exams. Give your best performance of your life. So are we all ready for that? So most of you might be panicking about a strategy, especially during this time, right? When you are about to attempt your boards, and I think this is going to be your first board exam. Not first, second of course, but anyway, it's very crucial because it is going to be subjective, है ना? So a lot of times what happens is we get stuck in the rounds of revision. But please remember that sometimes it is the presence of mind and the appropriate answers which helps you out. So a last minute preparation could work wonders. So last minute preparation is very, very crucial, and do not ignore that. Even if you have already done the rounds and rounds of revision during the entire academic year, please don't ignore the crucial part of the preparation, which is now, which is at the last moment. This is the most valuable point of time. So now your Josh should not go down. Your spirit should be high at this point of time. Am I right? Do you agree with me on this? So let us understand few pointers and few tips and last minute tricks which might help you out during your board exam, and all my best wishes are for everyone. I know each and every one of you are going to rock. Okay, so now let's look at some of the tips. Now the first tip that I have for you is focus on the areas from where you can gain marks. Okay, so we have grammar, of course, which is going to give you wonderful scores, and you all can score 100% marks in the grammar section. Yes, the grammar is the most scoring part in your subjective exam. You can get full marks. That is only possible in your grammar, just like mathematics, right? So please focus and practice your grammar lessons very well. And it's not English is not at all very difficult. It just needs, for CBSE especially, it needs a systematic approach. So how would you approach this time? How would you approach the preparation of your exam? So first of all, guys, focus on the grammar, writing, reading. These three areas, because I have seen students just focusing on literature because it carries the maximum weightage. Yes, it carries the maximum weightage, but please don't ignore these three sections. Grammar is going to give you complete marks. So please practice grammar thoroughly. And writing and reading, most of you ignore these two parts, and as a result of your ignoring these two elements, your scores go down. Even if you score well in literature, I have seen people managing literature very well, but they go down when it comes to especially writing. Okay, so reading, writing and grammar, please don't ignore this. And please try to understand where you are lacking. Your strengths, your weaknesses can be understood and realized only and only by you. Okay, so please try to understand your lackings, your weaknesses, and work on them. And do not devote your time to those areas which you have not even touched till now. If you have not touched anything, any topic from, it could be from any subject, please don't start now. Now is the time when you revise, not start anything new. Otherwise, whatever you have revised, that also will go haywire. So systematic approach and management of your time properly, streamlining your syllabus and subjects and dividing the time according to your subjects, creating a proper peak hour creating a proper timetable. So this is very, very important, and this here you cannot do any mistake, you cannot commit any mistake. Now, some of the students were asking me about the strategy for reading comprehension. So let me give you a very important strategy and few tips to solve the reading comprehension during the time of your exam. The first strategy would be, at a glance, the moment you get the paper, you have reading time. So at a glance, just skim through the reading comprehension passage, okay? And then go to the questions, read and analyze the questions very carefully. Skimming through the passage does not mean careful reading. Skimming is just going through it to get a general idea what is the topic about. Usually you will understand the topic by reading the first sentence itself. So what you will do is read the first sentence of each paragraph. Mostly your passage would be divided into paragraphs. So first sentences of each paragraph, just a casual read, and then go to the questions. Analyze each and every questions properly, then come back to the reading comprehension passage once again. Now locate your answers while reading the passage carefully. The third step would be scanning the passage, and while scanning the passage, that is careful reading, you are locating your answers. It saves a lot of time. Don't be intimidated by vocabulary, please. Okay, so if you think that the passage is very long and it carries difficult vocabulary, please don't worry. Skip the irrelevant portion. Sometimes, and that is when you read the questions, you get an idea which part is irrelevant and which part you need to focus on, right? Understand the flow of thought, and that will help you to find out the appropriate answer. Also, please note, this is a subjective paper. You need to answer your questions in your own words, and marks would be allotted accordingly. Please don't copy paste the answers from the passage. Create your own answer. Obviously your answer should be based on the passage, it should be from the passage, but not copy pasting. These are some very important tips and tricks related to vocabulary. If you are confused about a particular word, read that sentence again and again. You will get context clues. Understand the contextual meaning or the nearby meaning, even if you do not know the exact meaning. Doesn't matter. If you read the word, read the line which carries that particular word, you will be able to understand and find out the contextual meaning of that particular word. Okay? So these were some tips for reading comprehension. Now coming to the writing section, please focus on the formats. Format carries marks. And when you're writing a letter, most of you would be writing, attempting the question from letter, I believe. So stick to the formal tone and expression. Do not write fancy verbose writing style. Do not do that. Stick to being comprehensive, clear and logical style. And then while you are writing, those of you who would be attempting the analytical paragraph, please note the comparison part. Please use comparative words, okay, because you have marks, you have especially you will be allotted marks for comparing and contrasting. So that element should definitely go into the analytical paragraph. And when you are concluding your paragraph, this is not a descriptive or any other paragraph. This is a formal writing, remember. So please don't end with an idiomatic expression or fancy quotes. It would do no help to you. Rather, you would be ending up losing marks. Okay. The third section is the grammar section. So grammar section would include editing, omission, etc. So for that you need to revise all the concepts. So subject verb agreement, tenses, etc. So please focus on the concepts, and by now you must have already practiced. So just revise the rules, especially subject verb agreement rules should be revised thoroughly. And reporting sentences, indirect and direct speech, the rules for those, very, very important to just go through them once again. And when you write the answers, please cross check and think about the rules, whether you have followed the rules when you are transforming the sentences. Very important. Coming to the most scoring, the section where you have the maximum weightage, that is literature. I have already talked about the tips and tricks to write short questions for 2 marks in my previous video. If you have not seen that video, please watch it. And also I have given some tips and tricks to write the value-based questions. If not watched, then please do go and watch it. Now, what flaw or what mistake that I see most of the students make is, for every question they give the summary of the chapter. Okay, so please do not do that. Please remember that you have to answer your question according to the question that has been asked. And every question is not about the story. It's not about writing the story in short. No. This thought has been ingrained upon students' minds that literature is nothing but just framing up stories, right? Or just changing the name of the chapter and the author and writing the same thing over and over again. No guys, it's not about that. Okay, so please understand the main idea of the question and answer your question in a proper structure. For 2 mark questions, you can write in a single paragraph, and for 4 mark value-based questions, write a proper introduction which should be related to the question, proper body paragraph should include examples and instances from the text to provide evidence. So you need to provide evidence from the text about each statement that you're making. And then finally you give a conclusion which should again go to the it should again be related to the question. Okay, if possible you can also cross-refer to some other text. That will be making your answer impressive, if possible. Of course, it's not a mandate to do that. So practice sample papers in order to familiarize yourself with the updated paper pattern. I hope by now you are ready with the updated paper pattern, right? So attempt the paper with the strategy that suits you. If you ask me, what should you start with? I would suggest start with grammar. Grammar is objective. You can just quickly, you know the rules, the tips and tricks. You have solved so many papers by now, so you can just quickly end the grammar section. So it saves a lot of time. Do not get intimidated by any question which you're not confident about. So leave the question which you're not able to do. Do not start with reading comprehension. You tend to lose your confidence. Solve those questions which boosts up your confidence level. Once your confidence level is boosted up, see, psychology works a lot when it comes to exam. If you are not able to attempt the very first question, you tend to lose your confidence, and all the rest of the questions also you think that you won't be able to attempt. You know the answer, but since you lost your confidence, it impacts the rest of the paper. So very important is not to lose your confidence at the very first question. Go for the very first question where you are 100% sure, 100% confident that this is your cup of tea. Okay, so the question which you find very easy, a piece of cake, go for that. It is certainly going to boost your confidence to such a level that you will also be able to write the most difficult question. Trust me on this, it is a work of psychology. Okay, so yes, so that was all from my end. I hope this helped you out, and my best wishes, good luck for all of you guys. I know you would be definitely working very hard, and not just hard, very smart, and you will be able to do it. Okay, so all the best, do your best, give your best, and forget the rest. Okay, so take care, bye bye, thank you, see you very soon in the next video. Please stay tuned, do not forget to hit the like button, share this video amongst your friends, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel guys, we will come up with amazing videos and very helpful tips only and only for all of you. We will start with the chapter explanation very soon as well. Okay, so signing off, bye bye, see you, take care, good luck.